Well, boys, today is tomorrow, and Anissa and Idubs are back in the news because apparently they got into a fight. All right, there have been, I want to be honest here, too many TikToks made by Anissa that she has deleted. Don't worry, boys, we got them. All right, I got my contacts. All right, I'm like the damn FBI. I don't let my fucking cases go cold. I don't let the trail go cold. I'm like a damn bloodhound on these bitches. But there have been a couple of TikToks that Anissa has made that she has recently deleted. That I want to be honest here. I feel like Idubs really needs to make a he needs to make a decision. All right, he needs to make a decision. He's at a turning point in his life. Either he's going to have this child that he's talking about he wants to have with Anissa Joma. We talked about that in the last video. Top right hand corner if you guys haven't seen that. And I guess while you're, looking at that, don't forget to like, comment as well to, help out the algorithm and subscribe, boys. I'm just saying, the comments really do work. Just like the comments and you guys watching other videos, it has been shooting up the views on the channel. Like, we have been getting shown more. But, let's get back to the video. But he is in this turning point of his life where he could either go back to making YouTube videos and becoming a millionaire again, or he can have this child that he, for some reason out of the blue, wants after Anissa said she doesn't want to have children with him just earlier this year, but now he wants a child with Anissa and probably remain somewhat poor because, like, a child is a lot of responsibility. And this man neglects a lot of responsibility in his life. I mean, like, boys, he can't even run his own YouTube channel profitably. Like, this man has a YouTube channel where he can just upload anything and make money, and he just refuses. I don't know why. He just refuses to upload. And now he's on stream making less money than one of his uploads will make him within a month. But if you guys don't know, there were some messages leaked from Anissa's Discord back in 2021, whenever she was first starting to date Idubs in 2016, where they got into this huge fight. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it before. I'm gonna show you guys after, I'll show you guys this clip of her TikTok. But they got into this huge fight and they kind of broke up ish. They were on like a little break, and I'm gonna be honest here, she was going insane. All right, but after that, for some reason, in the year of our Lord 2025, whenever these messages were leaked in 2021, she made a recent TikTok talking about the leaked messages from 4 years ago. This woman, she nothing ever leaves her brain. It's just there permanently, just festering.
Ian told me I should ignore this comment, and I probably should. When the drama was going on, that's all we did was ignore shit like this, and it worked out, like, pretty well, but it's really hurting me, and it's been hurting me for a long time, and I at least want to, like, clarify or talk about this in general. So, yeah. Basically, the reason why this guy is commenting that is because there were, like, Discord messages that were leaked from, like, 2016, 2017 of me venting to people who at the time I thought were friends, about Ian, because we were going through a huge, like, monumental fight. We were going through a lot. Because believe it or not, like, dating for somebody like Ian is very difficult. I mean, that shouldn't surprise you. During those Discord messages, I was so emotional. I said shit that I didn't mean. I called him selfish. I said that his room was messy, which, like, does it surprise you that Ian's room is messy? No. Was it good? No. I really regret it. I'm super embarrassed, and I'm sorry.
This bitch really thought people on Discord were her friends. Don't get me wrong. People are chill on Discord, but also, obviously, anyone can join it. It's not like everyone in there is going to be there for, the most greatest of intentions. Like, let's all be honest here. Speaking of Discords, yo, boys, drop by the Discord link below so you never miss a video. And also, you can talk to me. At least you guys know every time I upload, and, we just chill and chat in there. So, join the Discord down below. But, yeah, if you guys want to know, it's going to be a long read. But these are the leaked messages from back in, like, 2016, whenever they first started dating. And then, they were potentially going to break up. Ian almost saved his own career and life. All right? He almost saved himself. Or I guess his mother almost did. But we'll get into it. So, here's the text. All right? It's in there, boys. All right, it's detailed. All right, we won't be going through all of it, but we'll be going through a decent chunk of it. It is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot, boys. It is a lot. So let's go ahead and get into this. Yeah, as soon as the content cop thing was coming close, he just switched gears, and it wasn't even like I existed. Basically saying Ian's ignoring her, which I'm gonna be honest here, this boy should have. I think I'm breaking up with Ian. After our first relationship scare and our last trip, I was a lot better and Ian seemed happier. But after I left, it seemed like Ian's opinions on things didn't change much. He hadn't called me in 4 days and we barely talked. I see. A true bachelor. This man said you just a side team, baby. You just a side team. Hey, this wasn't a real relationship. Jesus needs to end the world now. It's time. All because iDubbbz didn't call her. I asked him today if he was ready for me to come back and live with him, and he said no. Any reason behind that? I told him I can't do this anymore. I have bent in ways I never thought were possible. He says it's a him thing. He's afraid of commitment. Motherfucker, you were his first girlfriend. I want to be honest, it's weird how somehow iDubbbz is the normal person in this situation. It's like, you're his first girlfriend. Yeah, he's taking it slow. What? He's like, let me make sure I really like this bitch before I start making commitments here. Like, what? Oh my god. I said I have him space, or gave him space. Can't say I'm surprised after the scare. I waited 2 months just to see him again, and another month to go to his house again. If he's saying that, it's because he wants to be polite, but he wants out. No, he isn't. And then Amanda, chill out. Because when I said I wanted out, what was the scare? Because when I said I wanted out, what was the scare? He tried to come up with a solution and said I could move out and we can continue on like he's at PewDiePie's house. Damn! Motherfucker was rubbing shoulders with the YouTube elites. And he was out here with the filth, the riff-raff. Motherfucker, he should have been out. Now he wishes he could be at PewDiePie's house. He's at PewDiePie's house. He said, I will call you with my answer when I get back. So, about 2 to 3 hours. But I think I'm right for finally putting my foot down. He can't have you waiting around the corner. Even his sister called me and said, hey, he's not treating you right and he needs to learn some hard lessons. Put yourself first. Somebody told me his sister would not say that. Like, who the fuck sister would say that? Like, even if you were treating your girlfriend not right, whose sister would walk up to that girlfriend and be like, yeah, he's not treating you right, you should break up with him? Like, whose sister would do that? Other than, like, I want to be honest here. Boys, I've been watching a lot of Dexter recently. So, you know, just gonna get some references here. Deborah with Lila. Alright, if you guys haven't watched Dexter, spoiler warning, I guess. Here's a little spoiler warning. Dexter had a little side piece that he was smashing, and Deborah, his sister, from the get-go was like, oh yeah, that side piece is not good for you. You should break up with her. And she literally would try her best to get them to break up. And for a while, Dexter did not want to break up with Lila until she started setting literally everything on fire. If you watch Dexter, you'll know what I'm talking about. She literally just continuously set shit on fire and tried to get him killed. So after a while, that man realized, oh, she's insane. That's why Deborah's been making me seem like a bad person to her. That's the only time I would see his sister talking to her brother's girlfriend saying, hey, he's not doing something right for you, is he? Like, literally, you are an insane woman. As insane as Lila. Oh my god, that bitch was Oh my god, that bitch was insane. As you guys can hear, I just got past season 2. But she continues on. I don't know why he needs 2 to 3 hours, though. I'm like, boy, he's chilling out with PewDiePie, bitch. I would need a whole day. What? Back in 2017, PewDiePie was a god. I had hoped you wouldn't get back together last time, just saying. I have no idea what's going on in his head. Yeah, I just don't like how I'm being treated, and I should have stopped it a long time ago. I think it's his YouTube ego. If only he still had that. Trust me, that ego is gone on them damn SSRIs. I mean, have it not be on his mind for a while so it can be a more relaxed decision. I don't know. Do what you think will make you happier in the long term. Meh, don't overthink it too much. He kept saying, I won't find someone like you again, and I won't make it work. That motherfucker is saying, bitch, you are insane. I could be dating a literal serial killer and she would be a upgrade to you. Just saying. If the motherfucker saying, yo, I'm never gonna find someone like you again and this ain't working out, someone told me this shit, it's a you problem. It's a you problem. I'm pretty sure I know what the outcome will be. And maybe he just doesn't want to cry in front of PewDiePie. Cry? Why would he cry? What? And if he isn't putting you as number one on top of the pedestal, then you may want to reevaluate. This bitch is broke, by the way. Just let you know, chat. She's dating multi-millionaire at this time before, you know, his slow descent into financial ruins and mental abuse by her. He was multi-millionaire hanging out with top YouTubers / streamers. She's out here making it seem like, oh no, I should be his number one priority. Bitch, motherfuckers doing business dealings out here while you're bitching in Discord. Like, what? And it's so obvious that this woman is extremely jealous of her own boyfriend at the time, and even now husband's success, because here's a TikTok of her back in 2021 bitching about how she's unsuccessful, unlike, well, Ian at the time.
We chill on like asking, you know, if Ian's here or whatever. Like, I get it's funny or whatever, but I don't know, I've spent like the past 4 years living in his shadow, so to speak, and like I've been trying to do my own thing on the internet for 7 years before I even met him, and it is painful. So that'd be great. Yeah, I'd rather have 5 people want to be here for me than like a bunch asking for Ian. Thanks.
Chat, how do you bitch and complain about your spouse being wildly successful? Like, I don't understand. Chat, if I had a wife that had a extremely successful chef business and she was like, you're gonna stay at home and take care of it. Yes, honey, I'm backing it up right now. Would you, what would you like for dinner? Steak tartare? What would you like as a side with that? Potatoes, baked potatoes, French fries? What would you like as a side? Motherfucker, this bitch was made in the shade and she was jealous of his success just because her own journey down the internet rabbit hole just didn't work out. Anissa's whole journey down the whole streaming career thing didn't work out. And she knows the exact reason why it didn't work out. It isn't because Ian's whole entire fan base became so toxic towards her to where she got 0 viewership. Bitch wasn't getting any viewership whenever she started dating him. And after she started dating him, she still got no viewership. I mean, like, she literally talks on Twitter back in 2017 about why her streaming career died. I used to do cleavage streams to troll, bait, and create an interesting dichotomy between viewers and streamer. Now I can't compete. Bitch is essentially saying, yeah, as soon as every other woman decided to put on a damn V-neck, it was over for me, alright? My 50 viewers quickly sunk to 10. There were better tits out there. Like, no personality at all. Like, she just has no personality at all. Like, she literally says exactly what happened. Yeah, people just became less interested in me over time. Also, on top of that, interesting dichotomy. What, between horny viewers and your stream? Like, what? What's the interesting dichotomy? People jacking off to you on stream? I didn't know that was an interesting dichotomy. I thought people were doing that since the beginning of time. But then underneath that, she says, the shock value is no longer there because it seems harmless compared to nudity. It's too bad. So what did Anissa do? Marry her multi-millionaire hubby and then live out the rest of her days in a, well, I was going to say beautiful mansion, but if you guys saw where they actually were living, you're like, how much did you make off YouTube? Did you forget to pay taxes and they took all your money? There's no way a millionaire lives here. I can't believe they even paid $1 million for that place. I don't know, honestly, they got scammed. But instead of her, realizing that, you know what, maybe sexualizing myself isn't the right way to go about my content creation career. Hell, I'm not even saying this from a moral perspective. I'm saying this from a literally you tried it and failed perspective. She said, no, I gotta double down. People didn't want to see the cleavage. Maybe they want to see the real thing, the whole package. All right, she showed the whole package and it didn't work out. She made no money. And you know what? They're going in on round 2. The whole package, electric boogaloo. She's not even jacking off on fucking OF. At least if she was doing a little diddle to herself up there, at least someone, a group of people would pay for it. But I'm like, shit, you seen the tits once, you seen them twice. I'd be like, shit, how many angles can I see the same pair of tits from? And you guys want to know the worst part about this is this woman literally had a tweet basically calling herself out in the future. This tweet said, I'm all for body positivity and etc. But if you put all your parts out on the internet, be ready for some critiques and opinions. That's life. But for some reason, she doesn't like it whenever people critique her or have an opinion about her body. Because this is her on Twitter, only a few short years later after her OF career kind of took a nosedive. Let's all be honest here. It kind of started off in a free fall and it never stopped. She might owe someone money for this, or she probably does owe people money for it. Well, yeah, she said, the only people who see me as less than are people who haven't touched grass in 10 years. Every successful, real human who I talk to about my work think it's just being smart. Successful, happy people love sex work. Yeah, I say it's a smart business move if you're actually making some goddamn money from it. I mean, like, shit. Anything's a smart business move if you're making money from it. The reason why people think that you are less than is because you're making no money from it. You're like desperately grasping at any kind of relevancy on the internet for any amount of money, and you're just not making anything. Like, you're just not making anything. You tried booby streaming, that didn't work out. Then you're like, fuck, I'm gonna go more extreme. You tried doing the OF, that didn't work out. Then you quit it for like a year or two, and then you realize, oh shit, we need money again. So you like sparked up the OF again. And something tells me it's not doing really good, because I want to let you know, OF girls really love showing their profits. And she has yet to show a single profit little screenshot. Usually those are all over Dexterdo and shit. I made $10 million in a week. She has not shown a single little receipt of her making any amount of money. That's how you know she's not making shit. On top of that, you didn't even want to do OF. You didn't even want to do it. Literally, iDubbbz forced you to do it, which I feel like there's laws against that. I really do feel like there's laws against forcing someone to do sex work against their will. But literally, he forced you to continue doing OF. You didn't even want to do this shit.
I wanted to quit OF like so early on, and Ian was like, no, you promised 2 years at least. I'm gonna make you stick to it. And I did, and I mean I still do it, so can I say that?
This bitch just outed out her own husband as being her pimp. But yeah, this woman, as you guys can see, she's just jealous of her own husband. But, let's get through the rest of this document, alright, boys? Because you guys will see she is just jealous of him. She's just extremely jealous of him and his success. If he's still trying to censor you about things also, then yeah, I'd say great choice. That will never change about him. He will always want control. That way. Just letting you guys know, she's the one now in control. She is legitimately the one now in control. It is so weird hearing that Ian at one point had a backbone and self-esteem, and at one point he was doing so well on his own, and then this woman came out of nowhere and took control over his life, slowly over time eroding him. It's a power thing. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's over. I don't want to tell you how to live life, but I see red flags and worry about it. Yeah, I know. I see all the red flags. His sister said the same thing. It's still hard and feels wrong to do so. His sister's literally Deborah from fucking Dexter. She knows that there is a better woman out there for Ian, and for some reason, this woman is not taking a hint of, get the fuck away from my brother. Get the fuck away from him. You are a piece of shit. I can already sense the abuse on you. Fuck, man. I'm no relationship coach. But have you told him you think it's power thing and you think that? You motherfuckers can't type. But I know it will stop hurting eventually. Yeah, I see red flags too. I was hoping you'd not go back to him. Like I said last time, my uncensored opinion is you need to be on your own for a while and just build your own character and not compromise to people like this. Damn, even the people in her Discord was like, get away from him, get away from him, get away from your bathroom, your bathroom, your bathroom. Anissa, I have tried to talk to him. I tried to tell him there's a power issue and he just won't see it from my side. Arguments are useless. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? He's making millions of dollars out here making business deals with some of the biggest YouTubers, doing all these collaborations, and you're saying there's a power imbalance. What is the power imbalance here? What, he doesn't give you the credit card? He doesn't let you go willy-nilly with his debit card, the Amex card? Like, what was the power imbalance here? I'm just so sick of the emotional shit I go through, and he seems fine. He legit hasn't called me in 4 days. Listen to your gut. And when I called upset, he said, oh, yeah, I guess there were times where I could have called. I just feel like a loser because you are. You are. Like, what? You're a no-name streamer at this time, dating a huge YouTuber. Like, what? Out of sight, out of mind. A thing to remember is that some people deal with shit by themselves and only themselves. They deal with it with thought, not communication. Yeah, but for a healthy relationship to work, you need to talk. I don't know. The calling in 2 to 3 hours is probably a I want to end this when I'm not at this guy's house thing. Usually that isn't productive at all, which is why I'm not a relationship type person. What the hell? I'm largely emotionally independent. I honestly don't know the guy though. All right, Blinko, hey, keep your dick in your pants. What? She's not fucking you, my guy. Trust me. You do not have enough money or clout for her. Certainly possible. I don't get it. When I was there, he seemed super into the relationship. Shoves face into the... Shut the fuck up. Everything seemed great. But who cares? He says, how do you feel about things situation? I sense that you're not happy. I was happy when I was there, but now I'm not. It's like he has an on and off switch. Why doesn't he want you there? I don't get that part. Could it be an attention thing, similar to focusing on the thing that's right in front of you? Bipolar? Sounds familiar. Nah, it is an attention thing for sure. He gets super one-track minded. He's so far up his own ass, I think he's beyond saving. To be frank, he's I-dubs. Well, now he's Ian Joma. He went from being up his own ass up your ass. We can see that now. I think it's finally time to show him that teach him a lesson. That's all he really cares about at the end of the day, I think. But like Google says, you can do what you feel is right, Google. All right, Google, we're listening to Google now. All right. You know, Google was a therapist. Where's Google's license? I think it needs to be revoked at this point. We need to get the board to review Google's therapy license. Yeah, I just wanted him to wake up. I think you're right. That's what it comes down to, putting his work and image before you. But if he's still not ready for me to come back and is still acting the way he is, I don't think it will ever change. If you're thinking you can fix someone's red flag city, yeah, he's putting his work image before me. I didn't want to fix him. I think the only way he will learn is with a breakup. I mean, it will show that he has to change something. If his girlfriend didn't even tolerate it, I wanted to fix our relationship issues. He wants to change you also, I mean, I don't have much else to say. His sister said his parents warned him constantly before I even came along. Sounds like you were the red flag if she's trying her best to make him seem so undateable. Like his own sister trying to make her brother seem so undateable by telling you, like, yeah, even our parents were like, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. Like, yeah, even our parents were like, yeah, he's a bad person. You shouldn't date him. He's a bad person. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have you at all. Like, brother, it sounds like his sister's trying to get rid of you. I think a breakup would be a giant wake-up call. That's what his sister thinks. If I can't trust you and you aren't getting what you want/need from him, I don't know, seems bad. I feel bad doing it while he's filming a content cop. He doesn't trust anyone. I don't think he ever will, but I'm by far the closest person he does trust. But by having any trust in you, he needs you to, like, be a certain way, right? Yuck. I'm sorta out of the loop, but he wants to change your image or persona. I don't think that's healthy in any way in a relationship. I agree with these people. This bitch is insane. Aneesa, we have seen Aneesa throughout the years. This bitch is insane. If your whole thing is, I want to save this bitch that is actively trying to ruin my life, I feel like that is unhealthy relationship. She's trying to ruin your life, my guy. Like, if she feels like, oh no, I feel like we're not communicating enough or doing XYZ enough, like, just break up. There's no reason to, like, air out his whole entire thing in a public Discord. Like, brother, he just needed to go inside of her Discord to see, oh yeah, I need to break up with this bitch. Why is she airing out your whole relationship and talking shit about you in a public Discord for everyone to look at and fawn over? Don't try to fix him. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I just want him to realize everything I am to him, and don't think he will. Doesn't sound like a healthy situation to me. My mom told me she tried for 25 years to change my dad, and it took her that long to realize you can't change people. Only they can change themselves. If Ian's trying to change you or censor you, that is another red flag. Several people are typing. That's how you know this Discord was dead. Multiple people were typing into Discord at one time. This was the highlight of the Discord, alright? This was the peak, was them getting iDubbbz news. Literally, even back then, Aneesa's only content was her Discord messages about iDubbbz. I filmed with him, set up prop areas, run lines, etc. The Tana thing was the same. It's just cancer. You filmed a lot for him. He could have credited you for everything you've done. It sucks. I'm sorry. Rough spot to be in. It's tough, especially because anything I am feeling, he eventually pushes things until he gets his way. Isn't that the same exact thing you're doing? That's literally the same exact thing you're doing. It's so weird how she's like, oh my god, he's like, push me until he gets his way. But whenever I do it, it's just a great business plan. All right, hey. Hey, just great business plan. Me forcing you to go inside of a boxing ring to, make money for me, even though my father has, brain damage, and now I'm sending my husband into a boxing ring to get brain damage. Yeah. All right.
It didn't occur to me until he was going up into the ring. I was like, I'm losing my dad to a brain disease. And now I'm asking, now my husband has elected himself to go up there and get punched in the head.
Elected himself. Somebody tells me he was slightly pushed into this because maybe she wanted a boxing event where she could hang around big streamers and rub shoulders with, Hassan Piker. And she was like, honey, why don't you do fighting? He was like, I don't know. I don't really like fighting. Do fighting. You're going to become a boxer. And he's like, okay. God, yeah, abuse. Well, yeah, sometimes that's how it went. It didn't go, you know what, Anissa, I want to become a boxer. That's probably not how it went. On top of that, she didn't even try to stop him, seeing that her own father is going through, I'm pretty sure, Alzheimer's. Like, she made a whole TikTok that she recently deleted where she was crying about her father going through Alzheimer's. But it took her all the way up until this man started walking into the ring to realize, oh wait, I just asked this man to potentially get brain damage and get CTE from boxing, a brain disease, and I already have one family member going through a horrible brain disease. Like, this cannot be a real world that we're living in, chat. This woman is so selfish. Like, so selfish. Like, she already knows the pain of having one family member go through a brain disease and basically asks her husband, hey, can you go get brain disease for me so we can have a party at the end of the day for big streamers and have a little event? This woman is something else. But let's get back to these damn Discord messages. That's a type of manipulation. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like that shitty. Manipulation is something that shouldn't be tolerated, in my opinion. Yeah. When I showed him what his sister was saying about it not being right, he shrugged it off and said, yeah, she only hearing one side of the story. Because she is! If anything, she's either only hearing one side of the story or she's trying her best to save you. Ian, she's trying to save you! You! Your own sister's trying to save you. You're just like, she doesn't get it. She's the love of my life and now she's ruining it. What? Oh my god, what the fuck? Lol. His side seems to be that his issues or faults are less important. They really are. Or how Anissa and his sister sees them. That was recent this last trip. Yeah, Blinko, exactly. Basically, that I'm over emotional and overreact. You are. That's literally, you are. What? You're telling me iDubbbz back in 2017 was about to dodge a fucking cannonball? Brother was about to hit the damn Matrix. He is literally listing out everything that was wrong with you today, back in 2017? And that my anxiety is more of an issue. He said he feels trapped, which is retarded in my opinion. To be honest, you're not over emotional at all. I asked, when do you ever not do what you want? And he said, well, I do, but I don't like the idea that I have to tell you or answer it. Brother wanted to be independent and now he's the least independent he's probably ever been in his life. Hell, his mom probably let him walk down the street by himself. And now he has to have Anissa at his hip at all times. In this situation anyways, I don't like the idea that I have to tell you that's him doing what he wants or avoiding the question. Why is he not allowed to do what he wants? He's a grown ass man. That just makes no sense. Why is he not allowed to do what he wants? He just doesn't like the feeling of being tied down. But like, it is wrong of me to do this while he's on a trip though. That's what happened when you're in a relationship with someone, yeah, and that's what he's struggling with. It's not me, it's him. You have to give up some of your personal freedoms. That's how it works. Yeah, and that's what he's struggling with. It's not me, it's him. She is. From the beginning of the relationship, she has always blamed this motherfucker for something. He just wants to go walk down the street alone. You can't do that. How dare you? How could you? It's not me, it's you. You're the problem in this relationship. You have to give up some of your personal freedoms. That's how it works. I'm like, shit, they sleep in the same, or I guess they did sleep in the same bed and shower together. Then they're like, god damn. He hates the idea of answering to someone, which he should. He's his own person. He shouldn't be forced to answer to anyone. I mean, like, just like how you shouldn't be forced to answer to anyone if you don't want to. Like, what? You're your own person. How do people not understand that? But if I'm not worth it to him, then I can't make myself be worth it. He doesn't like responsibility, no. We know he does not like responsibility. We know he does not like responsibility, alright? We have been seeing this for a while now, alright? This man neglects his own YouTube channel. On top of that, he refuses to take responsibilities for his actions and the failings of Creator Clash. He's still blaming that on H3. He is a man-child in a lot of ways. We know. We know a lot. Ian's number one is his YouTube, which it should be. That's literally his bread and butter. That's how he makes his money. It's like, yeah, my number one priority right now is making money for us, the household. Ian's number one is his YouTube. That's going to be his priority. If only they could see it just like 3 to 4 years into the future. Cause it's his livelihood. And I'm not demonizing him, because if I was in his situation, I do the same thing. It's his life. You are different. He said, I came before YouTube. Believe it or not. Well, I believe it now. Back in 2017, I wouldn't believe that. But like now, yes, you come 100% before YouTube. All your life is yours. I didn't believe it. But he insisted. Actions speak louder than words, though. Yeah, well, YouTube isn't going to be around forever. I think it might be a little hasty to end things, but I'm also missing a lot of context. So, it's his money? If he doesn't have YouTube? Bro came out of nowhere, just asking questions. But yeah, as you guys can see, this woman is extremely jealous of her own husband's success. And she is so clingy and also controls him so hard to where anytime he tries to even like, yo, let me get a little space. Let me do some things real quick. Let me go hang out with a friend. She instantly has a meltdown, and it caused them to have potentially one of the greatest revelations in iDubbbz's life. If only he had just slightly enough self-esteem. But I'm sure at that time he was probably as confused as Denims, because this woman tried her best to get out of this little H3 lawsuit along with the moderators of the H3 Snark subreddit. And let's just say that's not working out too well for them. Go ahead and click this video right here to find out what's going on with them. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all